evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Friday, January 27th, 2017. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. 6 former officers of the St. Kitts and Nevis Customs and Excise Department were on Thursday honored for their contribution to the department. Chairing the ceremony, Assistant Comptroller Roger Fifield noted that it came on the occasion of the January 26th celebration of International Customs Day.
It is indeed an auspicious occasion, as today we join the rest of the world in celebrating International Customs Day. The day, 26 January, is set aside each year by the World Customs Organization. Thus, it is fitting for us to have at the Customs and Excise Department to be honoring 6 of our past officers who have given invaluable service to our organization. They are the ones who have paved the path for us, this present generation. And to you, I say a hearty thank you.
Recognized were former Senior Customs Officer Denzel Mouven, former Assistant Comptrollers Seville Hanley and Oriel Hanley, former Deputy Comptroller Lester Liebert, former Executive Officer Vernon Evelyn, and former Senior Executive Officer Stephen Jones. Deputy Comptroller at the Customs and Excise Department, Cervical Cancer, presented the tokens to the honorees.
On behalf of the Customs Department, I would like to thank each and every one of you, Mr. Seville Hanley, Oriel Hanley, Denzel Mouven, and Lester Liebert, for your years of service and commitment to the department and the role you would have played on imparting your knowledge to the younger officers, including myself. And I want to wish each and every one of you all the best in your future endeavors.
On International Customs Day, customs agencies around the world hold employee appreciation events where customs officers are recognized for their exemplary service. The Organization of American States, OAS, through the Department of Human Development, Education and Employment, and the Worcester Institute of Technology, through the OAS Partnerships Program for Education and Training, are offering scholarships to qualified candidates of the Americas to participate in its master's degree programs. The areas are Human Resource Development, Networking and System Administration, Service Leadership and Innovation, Environmental Health and Safety Management, Health Systems Administration, Professional Studies, Applied Statistics, Imaging Science, Manufacturing Leadership, and Human-Computer Interaction. Courses will be done online in English for the duration of 1 to 2 years. The admission deadline is June 1st, 2017, and the scholarship application deadline is July 1st, 2017. For more information regarding admission application and the scholarship application processes, call the Premise Ministry at 469-5521 extension 6154. The Eastern Caribbean Marine Managed Area Network Eggman Project, which commenced in 2013, has held a number of activities over the last 3 years as it seeks to ensure that the marine resources in St. Kitts and Nevis are strengthened and that the marine ecosystems are resilient to climate change. National Coordinator of the Ekman Project, Janice Daniel Hodge, recently recalled those activities, which included several workshops for fishers in order to raise awareness of and provide training on practices that are necessary for sustainable fisheries.
Workshops were sponsored for fishers to attend St. Vincent and the Grenadines as well as Belize, and those workshops were really to help provide more information about the benefits of marine protected areas, marine managed areas, understanding that that is what we will be trying to do to manage the resources in the Narrows area. The Indian Castle Fisher Folk Association also had a workshop on ghost trap fishing. Some fishers were certified in scuba, and some staff persons are going through the process of being certified in Sockman and coral reef assessment monitoring certification. There's another workshop being sponsored by the Ekman Project. It's the CNFO workshop. Mr. Hobson Atta is the person that is responsible for leading that workshop in St. Kitts and Nevis. The tentative date for those workshops would be the week of February 13th, and so we will be providing some more information.
The workshops were in addition to another initiative.
We're able to procure life vests, which were distributed to the fishers, buoys, as well as garbage bins. Those were provided to help in terms of minimizing adverse impact to the marine resources. Fish trap wire and a lionfish boat were also being purchased. The fish trap wire has been purchased. That wire is to be sold, and the intent is that that would be sustainable. And so once you would have attended the workshop and understand about sustainable fishing practices, then the wire would be sold to you at a reduced price.
Meantime, in addition to a cleanup at Newcastle Beach, 2 other important initiatives have been taken to preserve the biodiversity hotspot, the Narrows, which has been identified as the Ekman Project's fishing priority area.
The lionfish boat, which was purchased under the Ekman Project for a project to help remove lionfish from the Narrows. Unfortunately, that boat was damaged during transportation, and so efforts are underway to try to recoup the funds from the insurance so that the boat can be purchased. And the objective of that particular project is to help eradicate lionfish from the Narrows. With regards to information, like I said, one of the 3 objectives of the Eggman Project, reef assessments were conducted. We had reef scorecards produced, and those scorecards give an indication of what the status of the reef and other marine ecosystems in St. Kitts and Nevis is. And the information is available on a website called Carib Node.
The activities were part of an awareness campaign about the Narrows dubbed This Is Who We Are.
There was a video that was done also about the Narrows, and we had many school activities, community activities. There were 2 songs developed about the Narrows. One was developed by Deli Ranks and the other by Sugar Bowl. We also identified an Ekman hero. The Ekman hero is someone who sort of exemplifies what the Ekman Project is trying to accomplish. That person is Kenneth Samuel. He has been diving for a very long time and is very passionate about the marine resources and what he's seeing happening to those resources.
Information about the activities is available on the website of the Department of Marine Resources on St. Kitts, the National Implementing Agency for the Eggman Project. Still to come.
Ages 13 to 18 living in St. Kitts and Nevis are eligible to participate.
We'll give you the details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. The Eastern Caribbean Marine Managed Area Network Eggman Project has launched a This Is Who We Are poetry contest. Outreach Coordinator Daniel Moore outlines the guidelines.
Life in the Caribbean depends on the sea. From eating fish to relaxing at the beach, caring for the ocean is part of who we are as Caribbean people. Write a poem about the importance of the ocean to our culture, why it is important to protect the ocean we love so much. It must be an original poem between 8 to 20 lines long.
Moore encourages all eligible persons to participate.
Ages 13 to 18 living in St. Kitts and Nevis are eligible to participate in this poetry contest. The winner will receive a new iPad Air 2 tablet, and their poem will be published in a conservation booklet created by the Nature Conservancy. Poetry submissions should be emailed to luciencross@tnc.org or sent via WhatsApp to 473-419-0802 by March 1st.
For more information on the This Is Who We Are poetry contest, visit the Eggman Project Facebook page. And finally, just a reminder that the Ministry of Health, through its community health services, will this weekend be offering free cervical cancer screening to women on Nevis. The initiative is the ministry's way of joining the observance of Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Cervical cancer is a type of cancer that develops in a woman's cervix. It often has no symptoms in its early stage, but the most common is unusual vaginal bleeding, which can occur after sex, in between periods, or after menopause. While it is possible for women of all ages to develop cervical cancer, the condition mainly affects sexually active women between the ages of 30 and 45. On Saturday, January 28th, community health centers in Charlestown, Brown Hill, Gingerland, Butlers, Combermere, and Cotton Ground will offer free pap smears from 8 to 11 a.m. under the theme Early Detection Saves Lives. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Good night.